Good afternoon, everybody. I was just zoning out there, and we went on the air, and I was like, oh yeah, we're on. All right, absolutely. Well, I wasn't zoning out for no reason. I was actually getting it ready because I wanted to start the day off with a free membership. We're gonna drop one of those right now. It should be dropping here. We'll see. We'll see who wins. We'll see who wins. Jonathan, Jonathan, you are not late to be a winner. Holy banana bread. Yeah, we're live. It's a fantastic day. What a week. What a week. I will tell you guys. I will tell you guys, Trump and his tariffs and our trade war. Holy banana bread. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? And today he did announce that the auto sector is getting a 1 month reprieve. So no tariffs on the auto sector. Of course, I'm thinking, what's going on? Why is it that Trump decided to give a reprieve to the auto sector? And it's because it's as confusing as all banana bread. It is absolutely crazy the amount of times auto parts move back and forth across the borders. There's no simple way to just have everything manufactured in the States or have everything manufactured in the Canada. It's absolutely complex. In fact, it's kind of like a Rubik's Cube. And we all know that the chances of Donald Trump solving a Rubik's Cube are, well, they're not very good. They're not very good. So, hey, bonus. That's at least a little bit of positivity here on the trade war front. Gotta love it. I'm loving it for sure. Okay, let's let's actually pull up the charts because that's where we normally start on our market closes. So we have over here on the TSX, we get a nice green day happening. Of course, you guys knew that, the green sign behind me, and hopefully you took a peek at the market sometime today as well. But the TSX currently almost up 1%. It's up 0.97, but we are well in red territory for the month. You can see there's the blue line. There's the blue line. It starts right here at the beginning of this candle as we opened up on our first trading day of March. And the S&P 500 south of the border, same idea. They're up 1.13% red month, but working on getting it back. Hard to. We got no chance. We got no chance. I'm calling this month red already. I'm calling it. We're not even in, but I'm calling it. The NASDAQ, also same similar situation. A little bit of green on the day, up 1.31%. Dow Jones also same boat. Today, the commodities looking pretty good unless you're oil. Gold is up 0.19, silver up 2.32. Holy banana bread. That's not too shabby. Yeah, but the WTI, it's down. It's down 2.16%. So hopefully if Larry's in the house, I think he is, hopefully he's playing an inverse on the oil today because I think he'd make a killing on that. Bitcoin and Ethereum both up. Bitcoin up 3.62, Ethereum up 2.75. Heading on over to the heat map. Much better looking today. Wait a minute. Are you guys saying you cannot see my heat map? Really? Uh-oh. All right. I'm seeing people saying that you're not seeing. How are you? Let me try something. I'm going to remove it and bring it back. All right, guys, can you see that heat map now? You guys are still saying you can't see it. Let me just. Oh, you guys are seeing nothing. You guys are seeing absolutely nothing. Okay. All right. I got it. What the heck is going? I have no clue what's going on, guys. I apologize that you're not seeing the heat map. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to let's remove the heat map and just give me 1 second. I'm going to completely remove it. I'm going to stop that screen. I'm going to recalibrate it. We're going to recalibrate our screen. Here we go. Up entire screen. Let's pull it in. All right. Let's see. All right. Now let's pull it up. Let's take a look and see. We'll see if you can see it now. Let me know. I just No, I'm looking here at my other screen and I'm not seeing it either. Holy banana bread. That's interesting. Okay. I have another idea. Let's this could be a just me answering questions without you guys seeing anything. If we can't figure this out, I got another idea though. I have another idea. Instead of sharing that, I'm going to share the entire screen. Let's see, because I recall we once had this issue once before, and by going with the full entire screen, I think it worked the last time we ran into the issue. All right, so let's take a look. No, it's not working. It's not working. Holy banana bread. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. There's got to be something going on here. All right, give me a second here. I'm going to try a couple little things here. Let's see here. All right, let's try that. All right, I'm going to try that and that. There we go. I just changed around I went from high definition to low definition, back to high definition. It's that whole let's see if let's see what works. Let's see what works. All right. We will try this one more time. All right. And let's do this and see. All right. We got this. We got it going one more time. We'll take a look and we'll see if it is. No, it's not. I have a hypothesis. I have a hypothesis, guys. I have a hypothesis. I think what might be going on here is I changed my phone's settings so that I could record in 4G. I'm wondering if it's recording in 4G and the chat or StreamYard is having difficulty picking it up in 4G. All right. Oh boy. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't change it. I can't change it on the fly. That's not good. Well, you know what? All right. I think I'm going to try something here. All right. All right, let's remove that. I won't remove me. Give me a second here. What I'm going to do is, all right, I'm going to remove the camera. All right, I'm going to disconnect the camera. You should still be able to hear me, though. You should still be able to hear me as I disconnect. I'm going to go into the camera settings. And if this is the case, we know what the situation is. If this is the case. So, oh, here we go. Just give me a setting. I'm going into the phone. Let's see, camera. All right, record video. Oh, no, it's not. It's not on the 4G at the moment. Interesting. All right, I know it. This is not what it is. Wonderful. Just great. All right, I'm going to try to get the camera now back in. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Now it's having trouble finding the camera. Okay. Boy, this is turning out to be an interesting one. But that's fine. That's fine. It's like a podcast. It's like an old-fashioned podcast. We're here, we're just talking. Guys, if I don't have the camera back up when the bell comes, we're gonna hit the bell. We will still hit that bell. Nothing will stop me. I will keep going. Yeah, I will keep going for sure. All right. I had to completely reboot the phone. So that might hopefully fix whatever's going on. I'm looking at the little white apple as we're heading back up. By the way, In the title, I mentioned Jack Daniels. So Jack Daniels is very annoyed at Canada right now because we're pulling all of the alcohol off the shelves. Now, their basic argument is they're saying that's just not fair. We didn't choose to have the tariffs, and we're willing to take our 25% hit. But when you take it off the shelf, you're taking away all of our options. So that's kind of where they're sitting at here. All right. And yeah, they're a little annoyed at it. They're definitely a little annoyed at it. Now, mind you, Canada only makes up about 1% of their total sales. So it's not a big thing. It's really not a big thing. All right, I think we'll have the camera back here in just a second. Here we are. Camera's back. And we're going to see here. We will see here in a second. I've just brought up the other stuff. We'll see here momentarily if you guys can finally see it. Come on. You guys aren't even seeing me now. What the heck? Oh, no, I think it's working. I think it's working. Oh, how much fun was that? Take that. All YouTubers who have technical issues, take that. We had a technical issue. We talked through it. We persevered. There we go. We could see the heat map. We're really close to the bell time, but we're going on. We're pushing on. So anyway, guys, here's Canada. Look at this. Look at the green. This is just absolutely fantastic. We've got Constellation Software up 2.56%. Enbridge having a really good day. Look at this. CP Rail up 1.94. Loblaws is up. It's looking good right across the board. Really, the only people down is we got people down in the oil, like Imperial Oil. Look at them, down a full 3.01%. Switching to the United States, here we go. We got Microsoft up 3.2, Meta up 2.67. It's a good day for the Fabulous 7 from the looks of things. That's not too shabby. Even Tesla's up too. So we got a lot of green. It's looking fantastic. We got about 3 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes to the bell. All right. Crypto, another sector, having a great day. Bitcoin up a full 3.73. Ethereum up 2.94. I'm doing the fast version of this. We're doing the fast version. All right, guys, there's about 15,000 cryptos out there. We're going to pick a random red one that I've never heard of. We'll go with this one. What is it? Max. We got a Max here. This is great. Max, is this your coin? I thought I would just ask. This is fantastic. But here's Max, brand new coin. Don't know what it does. It's one of those crap coins. If you're interested in Max, read the white paper. Otherwise, stick to the ones that are good. Stick to your Bitcoin. Stick to your Ethereum. XRP, of course. Even Dogecoin. So, but don't, if this is Max's coin, guys, maybe buy one just to say, hey, Max, we support you. All of that fun stuff. All right. Now, we got about a minute and a half to the bell. I am a billion miles behind in the chat. Starting off today with Jonathan. Am I late for a trade war? No. And you were also on time to win a membership. So congratulations. That's absolutely awesome. And speaking of Max, here we go. Max, you just officially became the star of today's show. We got Max in here with a good afternoon all. Jersky's in the house with a good afternoon. We got Bleak in the house. We got Stan saying good day all. We got Paul in the house with an afternoon. All right. We'll get back to the chat here in a second. I'm just going to grab this bell. We got about 50 seconds left. So if you do not like loud noises, maybe turn your volume down or just pull out your earplugs just while the bell happens. I don't want to cause any pain if I don't have to you all. Oh, that sounds like I've been taken over by the U.S. already, y'all. All right, it's happening. Yeah, so definitely a good thing. Oh, by the way, if you guys want that Friday show for supers, and we'll do it. I think I saw one pop up ahead, so it may only be 3 now at this point, but let us get caught up. All right, here we go. It is time. We got about 10 seconds. Oh, look, I'm totally big screen. Here we go. Time for the bell. Let's go. And the market's closed. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. I'll stay big screen. Why not? All right. Let's see here. Larry bought 400 Ford 935 calls yesterday that expire Friday for 8 cents, sold for 0.3. Thanks to Trump's speech. Oh, yes. He gave one heck of a speech last night. I'm just going to zip ahead here a tiny bit. And we're going to just to catch this super, because now that I know it's there, I'm like, we got to do it. So Funny Books is in with a $1.99 super. That, of course, knocks the swag meter up to 2. Fantastic. Of course, I can barely see the swag meter because of the sign. But that makes Funny Books. That makes them our GOAT. So we do have an official GOAT here. All right. Let's get back to these comments. Holy cow. Roku is in the house. Let's see. I don't understand pulling the alcohol. Isn't it already paid for? Yeah, exactly. It really is. So, you know, I mean, they're not going to throw it away. They're just going to put it in the back until this is all resolved and then bring it back out. But what can I say? Jersky says, it's alive. Strangely, not much more. Oh, wait a minute. I almost missed all of this. Holy cow. All right. Oh, sorry. Niece says, hi, all. Hopes you investment dividend take too much hit because of the orange man's taxes. Yeah, exactly. Our what are we gonna call him? The ginger spiced latte guy? I don't know. He's something else. Larry says, let's see, picked up a lot of the 2X crude oil. That's what I was thinking. So good stuff. Yeah, because ETF dropped quite a bit. Roku says, not the first, but afternoon. Oh, we got Mary in the house. Guys, that means you got to hit that like button. I'm going to have some coffee while you guys are doing that. Oh, so good. Paul says, loving today. And all right, not seeing. Okay, we're going to skip by all of that. Though we will leave this. I should have left our auto tariff on. Let's see, afternoon. No charts. Yes, all of our charts. I can't believe it. All right. Larry says, just a green screen that says 125 on the top. All right. Yeah. All right. The bell. Oh, we got Verena. Verena's in the house with a hi. She's in the middle. I almost missed her. Let's see. Rory says, we have access to TMX tickers if need be. All right. Yeah. Well, we fixed it. We troubleshot it live on the air. I don't give up. I always find a solution. All right. Luke says, all right. Actually, before Luke says something, give me 1 second here. I am gonna, actually, you know what? There we go. We're going to go back to this one so we can see the swag meter. All right. Ian says, just describe the charts like it's a radio program. I could just do that. Let's see. And in the blackness of the chart, a green line. No, it might be an arrow. It's moving up. It's like a candlestick moving up into the sky. Things are looking green. The people cheered. All right. Oh boy. Larry says, since this is going on, I want to say we appreciate all the work you do setting up everything. Thanks. Thank you. I do that. I do what I can. Paul says 4G equals 4K. LOL. Yeah, exactly. All right, 4K. That's what I meant 4K. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have noticed this. The last video I discovered on my phone, I can actually film in 4K. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this one in 4K. And so I did. I looked at it after. Once I published it, I went and I looked at it on the big screen TV, and I was like, oh, I can see every little piece of dust on me. It's like, yeah, this is 4K. So yeah, I'm going to do that going forward. All videos will be in 4K. The live streams, though, I think we're limited to you know, the 90/20 or whatever. We're limited. We can't go to 4K on the live streams, but you know, the videos 4K all the way. All right. Rory says it was the cat's fault. The cat's actually not in here. I would love to blame the cat, but it says, well, that's a lot of stuff on here. My desk is as cluttered as can be. It's actually extra cluttery right now. I mean, I've got stuff on my desk you wouldn't believe. Like, all right, here. This is a headlamp. I have a headlamp on my desk. It's like for seeing stuff in the dark. Don't ask me why I have it. But I do. Funny story. Not tangent time, guys. Tangent time. So in Nova Scotia, every June, there's these things called June bugs. Well, I was using my headlamp one night to take the dog out so she could do her thing. And I had not seen any June bugs yet this time of the year. Well, I was just looking around with the headlamp, and I was looking at the grass as the dog was doing whatever the dog was doing. And I saw this little glint. I saw a little glint in the grass. I'm like, oh, what's that? So I'm looking at it. Next thing you know, it's a June bug crawling out of the ground and flying straight at my head. I'm panicking. I'm flailing. I'm reaching up and trying to pull the thing off my head as fast as I can. I don't like June bugs. So, anyway, that was probably the most traumatic experience I've had with the headlamp. So I didn't use it anymore in June. Once the June bugs were gone, though, it was absolutely fantastic for taking the dog out in the back. Anyway, Paul says, only white flashing circle. Funny Book says, blame the cat. I want to blame the cat, but it's probably my fault somehow. I don't know. It's technology. Technology just didn't do it, but we're good now. Jersky says the screen is blank like my profits. Point that camera. Oh, this is while I'm still in the process of. We're really far behind. I'm in the process of troubleshooting. All right, Rory says I took 19% profit off of CIBC while I can. Not a bad move. Not a bad move. Like I said, we all know that the market's going to have some troubles over the next little bit. So taking profits right now, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Let's see. Lindt chocolate, Europe to Canada. Nice. All right. Now, I'm not going to put everybody who sees it. Let's see. Cowboy says, greetings, everybody. All right. And let's see here. I'm getting past all of the people who are saying, I see. Paul says, MicroStrategy up over $35 at over 310. Nice. I know. And Paul's been playing that MicroStrategy and a few interesting swing trades too. So I have a feeling you're doing well, Paul. All right. Roku says, I don't understand pulling. Oh, I already read that. That's right, because I started to read after Funny Books. All right. I see somewhere's up ahead. All right, I'm going to zip ahead. We do have another super. Mary is in with a super at 149, and that, of course, takes our swag counter up to 3. Also means we're 2 supers away from a Friday show. But more importantly, it means that Mary is now taken over the position of GOAT. So Mary is now our GOAT. Love it. All right. Now I'll get back to where I was. Where the heck was I? I don't know where I was. I was near where, let's see. Here we go. There's just, all right. I found it. Let's see. Jersky says it's alive. AA, strangely not much market impact due to tariff. Surprising. Not really. The big thing with the tariffs is that the market impact that we saw yesterday, although it was mostly in the morning, like if you made some good deals, and there were some good deals out there, the morning was the time to get in on them. There were a few others that a little bit later in the day, their opportunities popped up, but I definitely, I will tell you right now, I made a really good entry buy into Air Canada because I'm doing the Air Canada swing. It's back. It's back, baby. That was my first goal of the morning. I was like, okay, Air Canada is going to go down far, probably right away. So I was in there and I just, I was ready. I was ready. So Air Canada was up first, so we got that swing back on in the challenge. So it's going to be good. Yeah, and I think this time around, as long as I'll add to it each month, as long as Air Canada. I know last time we did 16. I'm going to take it up to 17 this time because I would have loved to have gone a bit longer on Air Canada last time because it really had a really good return on it. All right, Paul says, "Where's MicroStrategy on that stock heat map?" Is it not there, Paul? Let's take a gander again here. Let's go. MicroStrategy. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's go to the US one. Yeah. They're not standing out. They're not standing out at all. Now they should technically be over here in the technology services, I think. It's hard to say nowadays where everything is, but let's actually. Whoops. I did not want to go into Microsoft. I actually wanted to go into technology. Make it a little bit bigger. There they are, right there, up 12.16%. I'm surprised they didn't make them bigger, but they're there. They are there. a little deep, but why is it taking me back to that? Interesting. All right, I'll probably have to reconfigure these again. That might be part of everything that happened. I think things sort of reset. Max is saying, not my coin. Yeah, the Max coin that we looked at today. Yeah, red or green. Love it. Let's see. Verena says, Trump's speech still feels like punching JT Vance with that smile. I probably shouldn't have read that out loud. But yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. And I saw bits and pieces of his speech. I didn't watch the whole thing because last night, I'll tell you, I was sitting there. It was like, coming up on 9 o'clock when this was supposed to begin. I mean, it ended up being a late speech afterwards, but I was kind of like, what do I want to watch? Do I want to watch Trump's speech or do I want to watch the new Daredevil show on Disney Plus? Daredevil won. So watch Daredevil. And I was thinking, I can watch Trump's speech maybe tomorrow. And I just never watched the full thing. I did see a bunch of highlights of it though. So I got the gist of it. Jonathan saying, I'm a member again. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Larry said at the speech, we're taking the Panama Canal and taking Greenland one way or another, whether Greenland votes to join or we just take it. Yeah. Well, it's going to be fun. Although right now, I mean, technically it's still talk and hopefully it just stays talk and eventually the 4 years runs out and it's like, darn, I forgot to move into Greenland. Or isn't it didn't I thought one of the I thought a Republican had put a bill or something or a suggestion that they call it red, white, and blue land instead of Greenland. I'm like, oh dear. Let's see. Larry says it's going to be like Syria's oil fields. USA owns everything east of the river. David says, nice little bounce on Tesla after 5 down, went long Tesla harvest. Nice. Headlamp to take your PC apart and see inside. Yeah, you could use it for that. Yeah, you could definitely use it for that as well. Actually, it was really good. Luckily it was fully charged when the what was it? A couple of summers ago, we had that DeRoche that came through, and we were without power here. Like I was without power for almost 5 days. So that wasn't quite. I think it was without. I was without the internet for 5 days. I think I was without power for 3 days, but it came in handy. Like I needed a few things out of the basement, so it came very much in handy for that. Let's see. Jonathan says, haha, I'm always in the city, but I hear people complain about the June bugs. Oh, June bugs are the worst. And I got to tell you guys, I'm better now. It's because actually Florida made me better. I used to be very petrified of insects. And then I went and I spent a summer in Florida where the insects are all bigger, more plentiful, and you just can't escape them. So after that, when I came back to Canada after that, I was just like, I'm okay. I'm okay now with insects. So yeah, but I have a lot of funny insect tangents, but I already gave you one for today. So only one insect tangent per stream. That's the way I figure. Paul says, let's see, Trump's speech, then a senator died age 70. Really? I did not know that. I did notice that there was an older a Democrat who had a cane or something, and they took him out. They actually took him out because he refused to sit down. I did see that. Not what they took him out, not like they didn't kill him, like they took him out of the Congress. But oh dear. David says tariffs are old news. They were expected. All right. Well, we need something new then. We need something new. But the tariffs are going to still be news for a while because we also got the reciprocal tariffs. Now, Donald Trump did also on Truth Social. He came out saying he had a statement to Justin yesterday saying, Governor Trudeau, your retaliation tariffs. We're gonna deal with them when we do our on April 2nd with our reciprocal tariffs. So sounds like we're gonna get hit a little bit more on that as well. Let's see. Paul says MicroStrategy now in profit taking mode. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. MicroStrategy just following Bitcoin. All right. Can't see the screen again. Oh, no. Is the screen? Oh, boy. All right. All right. Let me. All right. I'm going to get caught up here, and then we'll mess with the screen again if we have to. Holy cow. All right. Paul says, who was the England Mad King? Is Trump acting like the Mad King? I thought there was a Mad. I know there was. I was thinking. I'm thinking like every time I hear Mad King, I think Targaryen. So I'm not sure who the Mad King was in real history. Let's see. Patricia says, I am listening. Nice, nice, nice. David says, Britain has first dibs on Greenland Island. Last Danish minister says, oh, there we go. Yeah, give Greenland to the UK. I'm okay with that. I'd rather them. Let's see. Verena says, what do you think about the crypto reserve that they will announce on Fridays? Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good idea. I do because I'm also pro crypto. So there's that. I also think that, it's kind of interesting. All of the coins went crazy with the announcement. And then the next day they pretty much retracted all the way back down. It's like, seriously, we didn't even get a lasting. It was more of a buy the news, sell the rumor type thing. So yeah, I did like it. I did like it though. Let's see, Jersky. I was hoping VFV would have dropped more. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I do like that Ukraine war will be over shortly. I hope so. I really hope so. 9 says screen is good. All right. So the screen is either good or not good. I think it's good. We'll find out here. We'll find out here momentarily. All right. And we've got the Banana Bread Company moving in to, first of all, they are taking our goat position away from Mary. And they're pushing the swag meter up to the 4 out of 25. Oh, and guys, I got some interesting news on the swag thing too. So when we get a winner, so if we get a winner this month and we do the giveaway, it's actually really, really easy. So the company that I use, they provide, so if I prepay for whatever it is, so let's say, for example, a t-shirt, if I prepay for the t-shirt, then they'll just give me a link and I'll give you the link if you win. And then you just go in, you pick the color or whatever customization. Then you would give them your address and they'll just ship it to you and you don't pay anything. So it's really, really cool. So I think, anyway, I'm happy about that. That was one of the reasons I think that I chose this company initially. Now, one downside, and I'm going to be very transparent about this, is that, it is a US based company. There's really, when I was looking at companies, one of the other companies that I considered was Redbubble, but I had a couple issues with Redbubble. They are an American company, but they do the printing here in Canada, which is great. They're pretty fast, but I just find their quality is not that good. So I get a lot of shirts, because I made a bunch of designs for Redbubble, and I got a bunch of designs, but I just find that, after about a year, they start you know, and sometimes less. Some of them, I've had a few that started to, the image started to, how t-shirt images go. They started to sort of deteriorate fast. So I was just like, nah, they just don't have a good enough quality level. So anyway, that was kind of the route I went. But, I just wanted to be uh, upfront about it because I know that some people are like, I'm boycotting everything US. And if that's the case, that's fine. That's fine. I absolutely understand. Um, hopefully, if you win, though, if you're one of the boycotters and you win, hopefully you'll still take it, though. That's what I'm hoping. Um, anyway, let's head down here to Paul. Paul says, "Give Greenland to Canada to to tick off Trump." That would be. I think Greenland and Canada would be great together. That's could I've made that sound more Trumpish? Yeah, no, I always thought Greenland would have. I mean, I think as a kid, I actually thought Greenland was part of Canada for the longest time, but yeah, it would Greenland and Canada would make a lot of sense. Greenland in the States, I don't know. They don't need it. They don't need it. Give it to Canada. Let's see. Verena says, by the way, did you guys see that on ShakePay, you can now earn interest on your cash paid in Bitcoin up to 3.75%. Nice. I think I saw something. I didn't read it, but I know that I've gotten a couple of emails from them, promotional emails in the last couple of days. So yeah, interested. So yeah, ShakePay, in case any of you who don't know what ShakePay is, basically ShakePay is an on-ramp for crypto. So you can buy either Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's it. It's an on-ramp. So normally you would buy it through ShakePay and then you could transfer it to an exchange. So or you can just hold it on there as well. I mean, they can custodian, or you can transfer it to a cold wallet, all of that. But what's nice about ShakePay is they give you that option to do a whole bunch of different things. So one, you can have a card. You can do a cash card on there as well. You can also, and they'll give you a certain amount of Bitcoin for the stuff that you're spending on the card, which is good. They also let you shake, each day. Now, to get the shaking function, and unless it's changed, because sometimes things change yet, but you have to be referred by someone to get that function. So, for example, if you want to do that, more than welcome to. I've got an affiliate link down below. I think they give us both. It used to be $50, but I think now it's something like it might even be only be 15 now. It's either 15 or 25. I'd have to double check on that, but that is something you do. And then you shake every day and you get some Satoshis, but it's not as good as it used to be. Because before, you would every day you get a bit more Satoshis until you hit their max. And their max used to be pretty high. It's a lot lower now. But now, if you are not making regular deposits, they will knock you down to like 21 Satoshis. So you're getting next to nothing. It works out 21 Satoshis. It works out to maybe 2-3 cents a day. But if every 8 days you make a deposit like $10, buy Bitcoin with it, then you will go up and you'll get to a point where you're making like maybe 50 cents a day type thing. So it is worth it, but you miss a day and you're all the way back to the bottom. It takes forever to get back up. So, it is useful. I still like it. I mean, I like it overall. And I use it. I go in and I try to remember to drop in $10 every 8 days to keep the shake up at a higher level. Cause 50 cents a day, it's not too shabby. All right. Paul says, let's see, Verena, have fun with all those tiny Bitcoin transactions on your taxes next year with ShakePay. That's the other downside. That is the other downside. You end up using something like Coinly or something to do it. Unfortunately, there's no easy way around it. So that's the downside to shaking. It absolutely is. So if you're not shaking at max, you're going to lose money from shaking because, you will exceed, you can get so many free transactions. So if you're doing, for example, if you're using Wealth Simple Tax, they will hook you up with Coinly and they'll give you a certain number of free transactions. But if you're shaking every day, you exceed that and you end up having to pay like roughly, I think about $20 to do it. But if you're getting 50 cents a day to do it, you know, once you've gotten your numbers up, it pays for that. It does pay for it. Paul says, yesterday aftermarket sold 11% of MicroStrategy at 282, then bought 5 M&T. Nice. All right, let's see. And Paul says, then bought 5.5% Tesla, 277, and 5.5% at 118. Of course, those both were flat today. Nice. Oh, there we go. That was good. Let's take a final look at the market now that you guys can actually see stuff. I think you can see stuff. I'll know here in a second. I'm just waiting. I've got, oh no, you can't see it again. Holy banana bread. Seriously? How is it that you can't? Oh boy. Looks like I may have to do the describing today. This is just not, this is not right. Not right. All right, let me try something else. I'm going to try something else. All right, group layout. No, I don't want group layout. Regular layout. All right, now let's add. We'll see if that fixed it. I don't know. I messed it around a little bit. It just does not want to. Oh my God, you're right. It is not showing. It's not showing. What the heck? I have no idea why we've got some technical difficulties today. That's really weird. All right. Okay, now that I went big, maybe I have to stay big. Maybe that's the way I have to do it today. Let's try. All right, we're going to try this one more time here. Let's go with. All right, we will bring this up. I will add it, and we'll see once more if this fixes it. If it doesn't, then we may not have an extra screen. Oh my gosh. Holy banana bread. Well, that sucks. All right. Looks like we don't have an extra screen today. I'll have to play with this. I'll have to play with this afterwards, and we'll figure out why it is doing it. Holy cow. All right, let's do that. We'll stick to the big one. We'll stick to the big one. What can I say? All right. Yep. I better call Saul. That's so true. I really, really, really should. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's like I must have fed them after midnight. I don't know what's going on. And still no chart. Yeah, exactly. It is weird stuff. And yeah, I'm not sure why it's actually doing that. It's just having some fun. It's having some fun. All right, let's try. I'm going to mess around. Let's mess around with the camera. Oh, you guys want to... Let's put in a dorky background. Is this not working? Oh, look at that. So even the backgrounds, like I'm in the little area here for the virtual backgrounds, they're not working. Interesting. So they're definitely having some issues. I think they're having some issues on the site. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, let's give me a second here. I'm going to try a couple of things here. Let's see. Oh, all right. Oh, the world just flipped twice. All right, I'm just doing a couple things, playing around, flipping some stuff just to see. Now, I don't know if you guys actually got to see this flip, because when I did the flip, it should have made, all of a sudden, it should have made the Mountain Finance backwards and on the other side of the screen. But yeah, nope. It's still not showing. It's still not showing. What the heck? Let's see. Thought you meant camera screen. My bad. No worries. Verena says, gotta head out, but thank you again. Like always, have a great evening. Absolutely. Absolutely. You as well. You as well. So yeah, Rory's saying S&P TSX composite up 298 points today. Yeah, it, 298.82 to be precise. So yeah, that's not too shabby. It is good to see things head up. That's for sure. I still can't believe. Oh, I moved the stuffed cat. Put up a cat. I put up a picture of the cat in its place. That's actually Blaze. Blaze is my old cat who passed away a couple years ago, but she's always living in my heart. And every so often, I refer to her as Ghost Blaze, like just why not? Why not have fun, right? Oh, I still can't believe that I'm having these strange issues. All right, I'm going to try something here. All right, let's do that. All right, I'm going to bring, let's do that. And so I stopped the camera, but I brought up the screen to see if, nope. All right, so that pretty much indicates it's not the camera. That tells me right away that it's not the camera. What we're looking at is something going on the back end of StreamYard. StreamYard, what are you doing, people? What are you doing to me? Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna try a couple more little settings things just to see if we can get it back. Because I kind of like having having the screen so we can actually pull things up and do things, all of that fun stuff. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna pull up. All right, let's put this up here. All right, give me a second here. I've created, I brought in picture. All right, now I want to see if this version will show. This is using a slightly different version of the screen. This works. All right, we got something that's working. We got something that's working. Welcome to, we're going to change the name of the channel to Mountain Troubleshooting. Mountain Troubleshooting. There we go. All right. Paul says, I cannot get my voter ID for Liberal Party of Canada leadership race. The support email never replies, so the vote is a scam. Oh, no. Oh, no. And this says, now I see the extra screen. Yes, so now we did this. So I'm down in the bottom, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, look at that. It moves me up when people come along. So now we can actually do stuff. I love it. I love it. Rory says the Liberal Party has been a scam since 2015. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, the Liberal Party. Sometimes you gotta say, my favorite Liberal moment of all time. And I've mentioned this before on the channel, Stéphane Dion. Stéphane Dion and Steve Murphy. So this was back during a Liberal election. Stéphane Dion was leading the party, and he had an interview to do with Steve Murphy out of Halifax. And probably the worst interview ever. And it just went absolutely wrong. At one point, Stéphane Dion, because it was going so badly, asked if he could have a do-over. And then Steve Murphy ripped into him, basically saying, there's no do-overs in politics. As the leader of the country, there's no do-overs. And he lost that election so badly. I believe, if I remember correctly, there was like a big drop in the polls right after this interview. And if you ever want to see it, quite literally, well, here, I'll show you how to find it. If you go to the YouTube, let's see here, SDE, let's see, Steve Murphy, Stéphane Dion, and let's see, more fallout. But where is the actual interview? It should be in here somewhere. Let's see, Steve Murphy. It is in here somewhere. Let's see. There's Stéphane Dion. 13 years ago. The interview is in here. Let me put in here interview. All right, more fallout. The Stéphane debacle the day after. Circling the wagons. Here's the first part of it right here. So yeah, it is in here. It's, if you've never seen it, it's worth watching, but I will warn you, it's uncomfortable. Sort of like we watched, like last week, actually, last Friday, we watched the whole thing that happened in the Oval Office. with Zelensky, and that was hard to watch. This same kind of boat, except for not quite as aggressive. Other than, if you're familiar with Steve Murphy as a reporter, you give him a bone and he digs big time. All right. Paul says, I wanted to vote for Ruby Dahlia, but she got disqualified. You can only be. I'm not going to say that. All right. You can only be that to be the Liberal Party leader, apparently. Mark Carney also keeps lying every day, and he kicked independent media from his rally. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm hoping, honestly, I want this to get over with. Let's get a leader. Let's get an election. Let's get it done. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I definitely want to see that for sure. So I'll pull us back. We'll get us out of YouTube. Let's see. Carney is equal to Monty Burns. I guess maybe. I mean, he's, it's interesting. Nonetheless, I think as long as Poilievre keeps his messaging on point towards Trump and the tariffs, I think he'll do fine. And as I mentioned before, this little upsurge that the Liberals are currently seeing right now, it might very well be to their benefit. Not to their benefit in that way, but to Poilievre's benefit, because it might make them want to have an election sooner than later. Because right now, and I watched yesterday, there was an interview with Jagmeet, and Jagmeet was basically saying, right now is not the time for an election. We need to get worker supports in first, then we can think about an election. So it almost sounds to me like when the government comes back, as long as the government is working towards trying to get supports out, I think they might even be able to survive a non-confidence vote. I think the NDP might prop them up one more time. So it's actually interesting. It is actually interesting. 9, yeah. Paul says, well, this is the thing, Paul. So the Liberal upsurge is actually starting to go back down. That's because Poilievre changed his messaging. He got off of the whole carbon tax Carney and is now, directly looking at Trump and getting a little bit more involved in that direction. That's getting some of it's getting some of the steam back. So yeah, I mean, I still think we're going to see a conservative majority. I don't think it's going to be as big of a majority as it would have been. Like if Trudeau had not stepped down and had come into this election, it could have been a historic low for the Liberals, maybe one of their worst in history. And and I think, what year was their worst? I think it was that year that they had the protest vote that was going on with Jack Layton. I think that was one of their worst. But yeah, we gotta see. We'll see how this is all going to go. Let's see. Canadians are also starting to see Mark Carney as an elite liar. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say right now. The big thing is most people just want to change. And keep in mind, like, we're a group, like, this is a community where we pay a little bit more attention. A lot of the regular folks don't pay that much attention, and they tend to focus on whatever the media is focusing on. And right now, that of course is Trump, and that's one of the reasons we saw that won in Poilievre's support. But now it's starting to tick back, and it'll be interesting to see where it gets. And I can't wait. I think, what is it? Is it Monday? I think it's next Monday. We are going to get our opportunity to see what's going to happen, how this is all going to end. It's going to be fantastic. So I am looking forward to it. Oh, something else I wanted to mention. So I mentioned that I was going to do a short, like, pick some moment out of each of the live streams. I still plan to do that, but any of our live streams that go over 2 hours, apparently there's a limit on the StreamYard has this limit that if it's over 2 hours, it won't give me the option to pull out all of these things. So there may be the odd, probably this week. This week sometimes will regularly go over, but definitely all of these ones we'll definitely be able to get some kind of a clip. Although today, I wonder what it's going to be. Trying to find the screen. Maybe not. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Paul says those regular folks probably still have mutual funds or no investments. In some cases, yeah. In some cases, like I have, like I will do, like I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't come in and say, hey, these are the stocks that you should have 100%. Interestingly enough, I can technically, say here, like if I'm talking to more than one person and I say like CNU EIT is a great stock, or if I say, you need to get into Brookfield Asset Management, it's okay because I'm talking to multiple people. It sort of falls into the whole, a loophole that's kind of broadcasting. But one individual, I can't come in and say, you need to have Brookfield Asset Management in your portfolio. I can't tell one person that, but I can tell many. And what I can do, and this is something I do, I don't advertise it a lot, but I do coaching, like I'll do financial coaching. But anyway, the reason I mention that is that with the financial coaching, one of the things I have noticed is a lot of people who have been using banks, the banks are still like financial advisors coming from the banks are still really heavily pushing mutual funds. And usually it's their own bank's mutual funds. And of course, the reason they're doing this is because there's a lot of management fees on those, and they're, and it's all going to their bank. So I think if you're working for a bank, your bank probably has a quota, like you need to pitch this, you need to sell this number of these funds, this number of these funds, because that was kind of interesting. So, I know a few of the people I've been coaching recently, I've mentioned that, hey, look, let's look at an index, like a straight index ETF, where you got nice low fees compared to the fees that you're paying with the mutual funds. So definitely something interesting in there. And that I think there's a lot of people that are in that boat that are kind of like, they're investing in all of these mutual funds, and the bank is making a fortune, definitely making a fortune. Okay. There we go. I could feel a sneeze coming on, but then it went away, and I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. Rory says, Paul, those labor-sponsored funds, the MER is laughable. Yeah, the management expense ratio is huge on a lot of the mutual funds. And it's just, it's like there's mutual funds that pretty much will do the exact same thing as VFV, but you're looking at least 10 times the fees that you're paying on those mutual funds. So it's, some of them are, I wouldn't call them laughable. I'd call them cryable, because, if you realize how much extra the bank's taking of your savings, it could make you want to cry. It could definitely make you want to cry. You say what you are doing and not financial advice. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's simply because like YouTube falls under broadcasting. So this is technically, like, what I'm doing right now is considered broadcasting. It's no different than if you were to tune into like BNN and somebody there is talking about different stocks. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And this falls under that. Where it doesn't protect me is one-on-one. So that's why, for example, if I'm doing one-on-one with you, let's say me and Rory are sitting down right now. I can, we can go through his finances. We can talk about all kinds of stuff. I can't just sort of sit down and say, okay, here are the 5 stocks that you need to have right now. This will completely cover you, but I can lead him to the 5 stocks where he does his own due diligence by showing him how to do the due diligence, show him a whole slew of stocks that fit into the right area. And then, then Rory can sort of say, oh, well, I really like this one. And I can be like, that's a good decision. I can't say, oh, yes, you have to take that one. I can be like, I think that's a good decision. I can say that. He can I can look at his whole portfolio and say, I like this portfolio, and I can talk about each individual stock in his portfolio and say why I like them, but I can't sort of say, you have to have A, B, and C. I can't say that, but as long as I speak in generalities, it falls within the legal framework. But anyway, that's just in case. What's another one of our tangents? Holy banana bread. Entertainment. Yeah, I mean, you can consider it entertainment, entertainment, education. That's exactly where this channel falls under YouTube. It's considered entertainment / education. So edutainment, I think you might call it. Yeah, at least I'm not the CBC. There we go. There we go. Love it. Love it. A 9 says covered call ETF fees are worth it to me. Yeah. And it really, this is the thing. You have to look, you have to look at the function of an ETF. So with a covered call ETF, you're paying higher fees because, well, the management team, they're not passively investing. It's not like they're just replicating a particular exchange or a typical index. They're doing the work. They're actually writing the covered calls. They're doing the options. They're doing all of that. So there's going to be, you're going to pay more for it. But when you look at the function, so with that covered call ETF, if the function is that you've got you have a retirement portfolio and you're trying to generate a whole bunch of income out of it, they're doing that for you. They're doing it. So you're not going to get that kind of income out of a passively managed ETF. It's not possible. But, you can get it like with covered calls. You add leverage. Sure, you can do all of that. And that's absolutely fantastic. It gives you, it's going to keep that money flowing. And that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. All right, I'm going to remove this for a second. There we go. Let's just go big. We'll go big screen when I'm not actually showing anything. I mean, I always, it's one of these things, because what ends up happening, and this is why I sometimes will stay small for a while, is that, I'll start showing you something on the screen and I haven't actually brought it up. So, it's that fun thing. So we are getting there. I'm going to give you guys the final call for questions. Doesn't mean we're leaving right away. If you guys got a lot of questions, I'll stay. I have no problem with that. We'll also mention we are one super away from getting a Friday show as well. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to have some coffee here while you guys are typing away at the keyboard, coming up with a question or 2 or 3 or 684. I love it. Yeah, and 9 says exactly. Yeah, exactly. They are doing the options. Yeah. I mean, the other option, the other option is that, learn how to do options yourself and do them yourself. Sure, you can do that. Absolutely. You could technically do that with the same basket of companies as what they might be doing it with. You could replicate it. But now, mind you, if you're new at it, you may not have the same success. You probably won't have the same success, but it still doesn't hurt. I mean, it is something that you can definitely do. So just something to keep in mind. All right. I do have one other thing here. Just give me 1 second. But that's not what I want right here. I'm just going to drop one more membership because I figured with today and the patience you guys have had with all the technical difficulties, might as well drop one more. Here we go. So boom, bang. It's coming. We'll see who has won. Tom has won. I haven't seen Tom today, so I don't know if he's here or not, but congratulations, Tom. Tom is a regular. I always love it when it's a regular. Like when I see the name and I recognize them, it's always fun. Sometimes, sometimes somebody will win and it's like, I've never seen that name before, but I do like it when it's a regular. That to me is always fantastic. So I love it. I love it for sure. There we go. All right. Oh, guys. Whew. There was something I'm going to be doing pretty soon. What is it? I'm looking at a list video that I want to do soon. Like I did it last year, sort of like how everything is faring so far. But I'm probably going to do a couple of those. I kind of want to see, once we get deeper into the tariffs, see if we can do a video on the companies that are basically weathering the storm better than anybody else. But I will point out Friday, actually, if you're a channel member, so Tom, you can watch it tomorrow. We're looking at EXE. We have been pulling them up a lot recently. So Extendicare, and they've been doing they've been crushing it. The last year, they've been crushing everything. So we're going to do a deep dive on them for Friday. I'm looking forward to that. I actually have it scripted. I haven't filmed it yet. I'm actually filming it tomorrow morning. I'm filming and editing and getting it out all in the same day. But yeah, the channel members, you'll have it sometime tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic. After this video, I will, of course, as I said before, I'll process a short. We'll get it up. We'll get it going. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I have to see what I have in here. Actually, I had that little tangent I went on at the very beginning about the auto sector. Maybe that might be the short. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out for sure. And as it evolve, so the next one for them is going to be bank. I'm waiting for them to give me the go ahead that they've updated everything, but that's probably going to hit this month. So that's all going to be fun anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. So guys, this has been once again another fantastic show. We are one super away, so if one of you guys does want to drop one within the next couple of moments, that'll ensure a Friday show. Otherwise, we might have a peaceful end of the week. There's nothing peaceful about the week. I have a feeling that Trump isn't done yet. He it's hard to say what he's going to do next. Just leave Canada alone. Maybe it's time for him to go bug the Panama Canal for a bit. So we'll see. We'll see how that all ends. All right. Well, guys, this has been another fantastic stream. We will be back again on Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday for this week. And oh, I heard some strange noises, and it's just sirens outside the window. Well, I don't think it's here, so we're safe. We're safe. Oh no. Oh, here we go. All right. Looks like Sunday is not when you'll see me next. It'll be Friday. So now I got to go in here. I got to knock this up to 5, and that means that the Banana Bread company, has maintained their position as the GOAT. So once again, we got through all 4 GOAT graphics today. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, I don't have a lot of graphics. I have the GOAT graphics, the incoming and going. Oh, I do have our Canadian beaver for the war. So we have our beaver all ready to fight. What can I say? All right, guys. Once again, this has been another fantastic show. We'll be back here Friday. We'll do this all over again. I will see if I can find out what the heck is going on so that we get our screens all working right. Until next time, though, guys, thank you once again for being here. We'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.